Yo guys, I'm Grimsock and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online and my YouTube channel. So in this video what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video about how to power level your clothing skill. So I kind of made a similar video a couple of months ago about a trick how you could level up your blacksmithing a bit faster. This video is kind of built off of that trick, but since that video, the justice system was added, and if you haven't seen it, it was kind of a video showing off a spot where you could pick up lots of like swords and stuff for you to deconstruct. And this video, it's a lot more efficient now because of the justice system. It's a bit more difficult, but it works a lot better. So what I've found is this one spot in Craglorn. It's in the middle of Belkarth, or whatever the main city is called, and you want to go to the marketplace here. And you'll see these three kind of booths or stalls or whatever, I don't know what to call it. But there is a tailor, a leather worker, and an armorer over there. And what you want to do is you want to safely sneak over here. You want to wait for this woman to get out of here. And what you want to do is you kind of want to pick up these items. Then you want to go into the stall or the booth or whatever. You want to sneak behind the tailor woman. Now you just got to make sure that no one is walking by when you're stealing all of this. And if you're doing this correctly, and if you're careful enough, then you shouldn't be detected. Of course, there's a chance that you will be detected, but the chances are quite low. I forgot to steal those shoes. I'm just gonna leave them, because I'm just kind of showing how you generally want to do this. And the next thing you want to do is you want to walk over to the next booth, or I'm just gonna call these booths from now on. And you want to sneak behind this big box, and you want to steal whatever is on this armor rack over here. Now, what you can do is you can jump into the booth itself, and you can try to steal things from here, like this and that and this and that. But this is like a lot more risky, because he can turn around at any point, because he's kind of walking around from here to here to here, and in some angles he can see you and whatnot. So I usually just skip this. I take whatever is on the armor rack over here and I walk on to the next part, which is over here. What you want to do is you want to crouch in this kind of corner, and you want to carefully pick up whatever is on this armor rack. Then you want to walk behind the booth over to the other side and pick up these things. Now, this entire armorer place is kind of optional, because if you're not looking to level up your blacksmithing, or if you're not trying to get any additional gold or materials, then you can just skip this. Now the next step would be to log out and log back on and do this again, because when you relog, all these booths will reset with new items and whatnot. So you can do this over and over again. And if you just do the quick sweep that I like to do, where I don't empty out the entire booth over there, because I'm not patient enough to wait for the guy to go to the correct points for you to be able to steal the things. So what I do is I take whatever is on this little thing over here, I jump behind her, steal all of her things, I go here, steal whatever's on the armor rack, and I take the things that are on the two armor racks over there. Then what I do is I either reset by logging out and logging back on, or I go and deconstruct it. By doing this quick sweep that I showed you, excluding the things in that booth over there, you can do it in 1.5 minutes. If you take the relogging time, if you say relogging takes a minute, alright, if your internet isn't that good or something, then it'll take 2.5 minutes for you to do an entire sweep and resetting it. This means you can do it 24 times in 1 hour. And as you can see, when I deconstruct everything, we're gonna look how much of the materials that I will get and how much XP. So as you can see, I got 33 shadowhide. Let's see how much voidcloth I'm gonna get. I usually get between 40 and 50, but this seems like it was a good round. Yeah, as you can see, I got almost 60. My calculations are kind of counting. I take the minimum amount of things you're gonna get. So, last thing, I'm just gonna go and deconstruct all my steel things or metal things. I usually get between 30 and 40 of the metal things. I usually get between 20 and 30 of the shadowhide things, and I usually get about 40 to 50 of the cloth things. So as you can see, I leveled up once. If you go to my clothing, you can see I pretty much leveled up an entire level of just doing that. It takes 1.5 minutes to do that, and you'll get an entire level. Like in the lower levels, if you're like rank 6 or something, you're gonna get enough inspiration to level up like 3 or 4 levels or something. Because if my calculations are somewhat accurate, then you should be able to get about 2 million inspiration per hour. And this is a lot in the lower levels. It's not as much if you're over like level 40, but it's still a whole lot, you know. And the amount of voidcloth you can get is about 960 an hour, about 480 shadowhide an hour, and a bit more voidstone. So this is an extremely efficient method if you just want to farm or like power level your clothing skill. You can even kind of power level your blacksmithing skill, and just get a whole lot of materials. Because as you can see, this is what I've gotten myself by doing this a few times. I have 253 voidcloth. I think I've done this 4 times. It takes like, what, 10 minutes? 253 free voidcloth. You can just sell it, and it's gonna get you a whole lot of money if you have a lot of it. Because as you can see, according to my price tracker add-on, I could sell this stack for about 1,600 in gold. That's a lot. And this is an additional 400, so say about 2,000 gold for 10 minutes work. Not too bad, right? And you get a lot of inspiration as well. So personally, I think this is probably the best method to level up your clothing, even your blacksmithing, because you get a lot of materials. I already was level 50 in blacksmithing before this, but it would probably help me level up at least a few levels. It's not as efficient because both your medium armor and your light armor that you pick up in 2 of the booths is going to help you level up your clothing, because both belong to the same skill line. But it's gonna be very efficient anyway. I mean, just think about it. You do it 24 times in an hour, you can probably get a lot more than what I've calculated, because I used like the calculations that you get 40 Voidcloth 24 times, and you get like 20 shadowhide 24 times. Like, if you're lucky, because the spawn rates will be a bit different every time you do this, but if you're lucky, you can get, I don't want to say twice that amount, but above the 4-digit number at least. Or wait, 4-digit number, that, yeah, that's 1,000, right? Now I'm gonna sound stupid. But yeah, you can get like 1,200 maybe an hour of the Voidcloth. So yeah, I hope this helps. If it does, if it helps you level up your clothing a lot faster than what you were already leveling it, then feel free to tell me, because I would like to hear if I did something good. And yeah, if you become a millionaire in this game because of me, make sure to tell me, and I will take 10% off of that. Jokes. But anyway, I hope you're having a nice day, and enjoy leveling up your clothing and becoming a rich man. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.